Hello everyone, it's Christmas time and we from DENNERLE and Shrimp King brought you a little Christmas story about Nele the shrimp. So I will read you this story and hopefully you will like it. Nele and Christmas Eve. Today the algae are particularly tasty, thought Nele, the dwarf shrimp, on her breakfast round on the Christmas moss. Suddenly, distracted by loud activity in the area of the two ledged fat spreaders, she approached the glass curiously. What are the otherwise rather boring creatures doing there? Something special is going on. She forgot about her breakfast and looked spellbound through the window. Good morning, Nele. Also at breakfast? Somehow the algae are special today. Willy, nice to see you. Please come quickly up here. Do you know what's going on with the feed spreaders? Something is different today. Willy the catfish joined Nele on the window. Apparently, it's the time again. What, Willy? What's up? Now tell me. Excitedly, Nele crawled on Willy's head and tugged his antennas. Could you please look for something else to keep your scissors busy? My antennas are very sensitive. Oh, sorry. I'm just so terribly curious. Well, I tell you what I know. Every year at the same time, many of the feed spreaders come together here. They make a lot of noise and light, put a large plant in the room, hang small things on it, and obviously have a lot of fun together. It seems like a special day. They all seem very happy indeed. Even their boys are too busy knocking on our window, stated Nele. Willy wiggled the antennas. We should also do something special that day. How about if everyone in our community came together? You could finally get to know everyone else. Berthold, the old perch, can tell you great stories. Sudi, the loach, knows the best pasture places. Why are you so pale, Nele? Where's your beautiful red color? The perch will eat me on the spot, and this special day would be my last. Without me, dear Willy. I'm definitely too young for that. Nele turned away indignantly. But that's supposed to be special on this day. Everyone comes together peacefully and nobody gets eaten. And you think that works? Asked Nele skeptically. Don't worry, little crawler. I'll take care of it and I'll talk to everyone. With a final wiggle of antennas, Willy swam mumbling silently towards his mission. Let's see, Siegfried the angelfish, Gustav the guppy, Nele's shrimp gang. Tired of all the excitement and the many delicious algae, Nele snuggled into the moss and dozed together with her family. Nele, wake up! Everything is organized. The preparations are in full swing. Willy shot through the plants and the shrimp troop dashed off in all directions. A real buffalo, this catfish. Insolence. I cracked one of my antennas. Nele's family was very upset. Scolded enough. Clean all over your shell again and adjust the antennas. The big meeting of all the residents in the middle of the aquarium will begin soon. Did you really convince everyone of the plan, including the perch? Asked Nele in a low voice. Berthold was actually a bit skeptical because he doesn't really know why he should meet shrimp if he can't eat them. But he has given his word and he will behave well. Don't worry, Nele. Everyone will take care of each other. The big one of the little ones, the swimmers of the crawlers, the snappers on the bottom feeders. Well, I trust you and really look forward to getting to know the residents from all over our world. Together with her family and Willy, Nele went to the big meeting in the middle of the aquarium. The little ones in the shrimp group rocked happily on Willy's antennas and he grumbled good-naturedly, annoying little critters. Nele's compound eyes grew huge when they arrived in the clearing of the middle of the aquarium. Willy, so many residents live here? I never thought. You absolutely have to. Hello, Willy. I see you brought the food with you. A dark shadow passed between the leaves of the sword plant and two large eyes focused on Nele. She immediately lost her color and tried to crawl behind Willy's chin for cover. You promised me that? Don't worry, dear Nele. Our Berthold has a very special sense of humor. Now please come out of my gills, it tickles. Nele crawled bravely on Willy's head. Berthold had already swum on to greet the other residents. There is Siegfried up there, the angel with his partner Sieglinde. Gustav, the guppy, swims up there above the anubias so that everybody can see his magnificent tail fin. Sudi the loach, Willy, look up there, so many colorful fish that swim together. They look so beautiful and are even more colorful than we shrimp. Who are they? This is the large neon family. They are always close together, no space in between, not even for a flatfish. There comes Paul, the armored catfish, with his funny gang. I already know them. They often come to our corner to pamper themselves and are always in a good mood. Everyone had come and the clearing was full of life. The residents welcomed old and familiar faces and made new friends. Nele paddled a few laps with the elegant neons and then rested on a Lagenandra sheet. Susie explained the fine taste differences of the different green algae to the shrimp. Willy and the angelfish shared memories of good old times. "Well, little Nele, are you still afraid of me?" asked the dark voice behind her. Nele turned around slowly and replied bravely, "I would certainly be less afraid if you would not look so angry. Are you hungry or are you just in a bad mood?" "Actually, I'm a very balanced perch. But I'm currently plagued by the little beast between the scales. It itches terribly and I can't even get to it myself." Reluctantly, Nele crawled a little closer. "Maybe I can help you. The little beasts are real deliciouses for me and I will gladly free you from them. You just have to promise me that you won't eat me with my tasty filling afterwards. If you can actually get rid of this hideous itch, I'll never eat a shrimp in my whole life again. Big perch word of honor." Nele crawled into Berthold's back and began combing the annoying beast with her brushes and devouring them with pleasure. "It's nice that you understand each other so well, but you should turn around and look at the window." Willy waggled his antenna excitedly. All the feed spreaders stood in front of the glass and looked in amazement at the aquarium. All residents looked back from the inside. Even the neon swam on the spot. A little two-legged one waved a fin and laughed. The others joined in and everyone waved happily to the aquarium inhabitants. Suddenly there was a noise above the heads of the residents and the finest food flakes and mosquito larvae rained on the clearing. Nele, Willy and Berthold, who had been freed from his beast extensively by Nele's entire family, took turns looking at the hustle and bustle in front of and in behind the window. "What a nice party, Willy. That was a great idea from you. We should do it regularly at this time of the year, just like the feed spreaders. I met so many different great roommates and found a very special friend." Berthold nudged the little crawler very carefully. "My meal plan has gotten a little poorer now, but new friends who brush my shed so beautifully are worth a lot more to me." When the decorated plant of the feed spreader suddenly lighted up brightly, all the inhabitants of the wet world swam, paddled, crawled and stuck to the window and were at least as happy as the two alleged friends. Meanwhile, outside the window in the living room, a strange vehicle passed the sky. It was drawn by beings who looked almost like Willy with his antennas, but somehow quite differently. So I hope you liked this little story about Nele the shrimp. I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays and see you next year. Keep on shrimping!